Getting a beating. And bringing our coverage south to Miami Beach, we saw some big gusts, rain bands, and plenty of flooding.
Local 10's Glenna Milberg is there live to continue our team coverage tonight. Glenna.
Calvin, Lori, if you listen really closely, you may hear wind still or a collective sigh of relief from Miami Beach. So hard to imagine just a few hours ago. There was a potential catastrophe off our shores for this barrier island, and right now, all you see here are people partying. Boarded, sandbagged, bolted, the signs that Miami Beach was braced for a frightening storm, but there were those that took the risk.
This one, I just didn't feel it either, you know.
Did any of the staff, were the staff reluctant to come in at all, or what was the feedback?
Well, if they felt like it was dangerous for them to come in, then it was, we suggested they call us and we'd make other arrangements.
Businesses that stayed open Thursday profited from grateful people venturing out in, at times, bands of wind strong enough to sweep the water along the pavement. The beaches were technically closed, unprotected, but a draw to surfers.
If you go to South Beach, it's a pretty dangerous wave. You know, it breaks boards, people get hurt there. This is a very simple wave to surf.
Some places put up the flood barriers, piled beach chairs and equipment behind the berm. The county emergency evacuation driver turned out to have a lonely ride.
Take people from the beach to a shelter.
Did you find anyone going from the beach to the shelter?
No, ma'am.
Ocean Drive booted up with visitors who have a travel story to tell now.
We were kind of afraid after we seen everything get serious, putting sandbags everywhere.
Yeah, closing everything.
Everything, yeah.
Because I'm coming to South Beach and I don't get down here that often, that the man above was going to move the storm out a little bit farther away from the coast than they anticipated.
Prayers answered.
I live in Cancun, and you just get used to it. Sometimes the hurricanes hit you, sometimes they just pass by.
Well, that's pretty easy to say when you've had a day like we've had here today, and I will say people are still very mindful that there is a very serious storm threatening a lot of people to the north of where we are now. As for Miami Beach, it's following Miami-Dade County's lead in opening essential services tomorrow, getting back on track, and so everything here should be status quo in just a few hours. I'm Glenna Milberg, live on Miami Beach tonight, Local 10 News.